Hi guys, this is Katja with Creators Image Studio. When I showed you this album a couple of videos ago, there was this napkin fold card that I showed you as well. And today I'm doing a tutorial on how to create these. So let me show you what it looked like. Just fold it open like this. It folds out beautifully. Beautiful ornament. Look how gorgeous that is. And then you fold it back together and close it up again. So you could do like a mini album ornament as I did here, or you could use it as a card. So let's do it. So I've taken my Martha Stewart scoring board, it's in inches, and we're going to work with an 8 by 8 inch sheet of cardstock. For those of you working in centimeters, this is 20.3 by 20.3 centimeters. And we're going to do this first score mark at 2 inches. And I always do double or even triple scores to make them nice and crisp. And the second score mark is at 6 inches. And then you're going to turn your paper 90 degrees and do the same thing. So 2 inches. Now for the next part you're going to have to take out your diagonal scoring tool, and it took me a while to discover that I even had this, but if you have the Martha Stewart scoring board then you have this, as you just saw me taking it out. And just put it in the corner here. Now it has the same inches marks here that correspond with these, but since we're working diagonally the distances are in fact somewhat different. Let me show you what I mean. So you put the paper, you place it here against this diagonal, and you put the corner here against this corner. As you remember, this is the 2 inch score mark, but the 2 inch score mark is here, so this does not correspond, and this has to do with us working diagonally, which gives you different measurements. So what I'm going to do is ignore the actual numbers here and just follow the lines, because what I need is a score line from here to here, so to connect these two. So just score it like this. And I'm going to do that for all 4 sides of my paper. So again, connecting these 2 points. Now for this next part, I need to know the center of all sides. So what I'm going to do is quickly place a little mark at the 4 inch here. So just wriggle it a bit. Now I need to connect these center marks here. Now as you can see, at least with mine here, this does not actually correspond with one of these scoring ducts. So I'm going to do it manually, place it in the right position, check if it's correct, and score. Now I'm probably doing this wrong because there should be some sort of system that works logically, and you all are probably screaming at your screens right now, do it like that. And I'm sorry, but this is the way I do it. So if you have any tips to do this in a more effective way, please let me know, because I always want to learn. And as I said, I only even discovered this tool recently, so shows you how silly I am, right? Now this is not of my own invention, by the way, this origami thing that I'm doing here. There's probably lots of videos on this on YouTube, but I wanted to do a tutorial for you anyway, because we don't all see all YouTube videos, right? So perhaps some of you guys haven't seen this before. Plus I wanted this video to be sort of a companion video to my written tutorial for the album that I just showed you very quickly in the beginning of this video. So that is this album, and there's a tutorial for you all, and that a written tutorial in my Etsy shop, and it references this video that I'm doing here. So there you go. So these are all the folds. So I put away my scoring board, and now we're going to do the folds. So we start off with all the straight folds here. So let's do that. And to get clean and crisp folds, fold them back and forth, and of course use a bone folder for every fold. Now we're going to do the diagonals and do all of them, so there are 8. Same thing, back and forth, and use your bone folder to get these sharp and crisp folds that make life so much easier. Alright, so now to fold it in, we're going to start with these larger triangles, and you're going to push them in. And if you push them in, these other folds will fold almost automatically. So push it in, and this will come up as you see here, this part. So push it in like that, and then you have this square here. So again, push it in with the point here and fold. Same here for this part, push it in. See the square here? There you go. So always start with the larger. Now, don't get confused by all of this here. Just pick the point of the larger triangle on each side and push it in like that. Last one. There you go. So now you have this square. Just strengthen the folds a bit. And now you're going to fold these little triangles here back open. And there you go. This is our card. Look. This is the nice effect that I showed you in the album, right? So now it's time to decorate, and of course in the end you can do like a belly band to hold it closed, or some ribbons or some such. I'll leave that up to your own creativity. So I'll give you some tips for decorating and then show you the end result. Now the papers I'm going to use is DCWV's A Colorful Life. This is from the 8x8 inch stack, and to combine some other papers with that, this is Colors Unlimited, and this is sort of the purple lavender stack, and I'm using a couple of sheets from this pad as well. Now from your design paper you cut 3 sizes of squares. The first one is the smallest size, it's 4.8 centimeters, which is 1 7/8 of an inch. And you'll need 12 of these small sized squares. The second size is 6.8 centimeters, which would be slightly larger than 2 5/8 of an inch, like a sliver larger. And you need 2 squares of this size, and then the last size is the largest, and this is 9.9 centimeters, which is 3 7/8 of an inch, and you only need 1 of these. So this largest one goes in the middle, and then you cut the smaller squares diagonally into in halves, and these are the larger triangles. And as you can see, I already cut up the 12 smaller squares, except this last one, just for demonstration purposes. Now I've worked with a pattern, which is why you need the 12 squares, because I wanted the pattern to continue like this. If however you have like stripes or polka dots, or you know, some other very symmetrical pattern that is not dependent on where you put what, then you'll only need 8 squares instead of 12. So these are just some design tips. So now you glue everything down on your piece of cardstock, and then you could do the back as well. So then you would need 2 of these. So this is up to you. If you're going to use it like the mini album ornament, like I showed you in the beginning of this video, then you of course only need 1, because you'll only see this one, and you will put some adhesive tape here and glue it down on your album page. However, if you're going to use it as a card, you will need to cover this, of course. So then you'll need 2 of these. So I'll glue these down and show you the end result. So matted everything, created a belly band, matted the back, because this for me is a card. So I'm not going to put this into a mini album or some such. And I stamped a birthday message here. This is a sort of a happy birthday song in Dutch. Let's open it up. Open it up. And there you go. Now you could put a photo here, or you could take a piece of cardstock, maybe in lilac or purple or lavender, and jot a personal message there. And then let's show the back. As you can see, I added these larger triangles here in hindsight, because when you close this up, then you can see this here. And I like that effect. So because when you just put it like this, you can still see the paper. So here is the larger triangles that I matted on the other side. So yeah, this was my napkin fold origami card. I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to check out the tutorial, the written tutorial for the album that I showed you at the start of this video, just go to my Etsy shop and it's a written tutorial all there. And this little baby is inside here as one of the page ornaments. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.